Chapter 2. Graphical and Tabular Descriptive Techniques. Sections 1. Multiple choice questions. In the following multiple choice questions, please circle the correct answer. 1. Which of the following statements is false? All calculations are permitted on interval data. All calculations are permitted on nominal data. The most important aspect of ordinal data is the order of the data values. The only permissible calculations on ordinal data are ones involving a ranking process. Answer B. 2. The average number of units earned per semester by college students is suspected to be rising. The researcher at Boston College wishes to estimate the number of units earned by students during the spring semester of 2004 at Boston. To do so, he randomly selects 250 student transcripts and records the number of units each student earned in the spring term of 2004. The variable of interest to the researcher is the number of students enrolled at Boston College during the spring term of 2004. Average indebtedness of Boston College students enrolled in the spring. Age of Boston College students enrolled in the spring. Number of units earned by Boston College students during the spring term of 2004. Answer D. 3. The classification of student major accounting, economics, management, marketing, other is an example of a categorical random variable, a discrete random variable, a continuous random variable, a parameter. Answer A. 4. The study is underway in National Forest to determine the adult height of pine trees. Specifically, the study is attempting to determine what factors aid a tree in reaching heights greater than 50 feet tall. It is estimated that the forest contains 32,000 adult pines. The study involves collecting heights from 500 randomly selected adult pine trees and analyzing the results. The variable of interest in the study is the age of a pine tree in the national forest, height of a pine tree in the national forest, number of pine trees in the national forest, species of trees in the national forest. Answer B. 5. The classification of student class designation freshman, sophomore, junior, senior is an example of a categorical random variable, a discrete random variable, a continuous random variable, a parameter. Answer A. 6. Most analysts focus on the cost of tuition as the way to measure the cost of a college education. But incidentals, such as textbook costs, are rarely considered. The researcher at Ferris State University wishes to estimate the textbook costs of first-year students at Ferris. To do so, he monitored the textbook cost of 200 first-year students and found that their average textbook cost was $275 per semester. The variable of interest to the researcher is the textbook cost of first-year Ferris State University students, year in school of Ferris State University students, age of Ferris State University students, cost of incidental expenses of Ferris State University students. Answer A. 7. The manager of the customer service division of a major consumer electronics company is interested in determining whether the customers who have purchased a videocassette recorder made by the company over the past 12 months are satisfied with their products. The possible responses to the question "Are you happy, indifferent, or unhappy with the performance per dollar spent on the videocassette recorder?" are values from A. Discrete numerical random variable, continuous numerical random variable, categorical random variable, parameter. Answer C. True/false questions. 8. There are actually 4 types of data: nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. However, for statistical purposes, there is no difference between interval and ratio data, and the authors of your book combine the 2 types. Answer T. 9. Quantitative variables usually represent membership in groups or categories. Answer F. 10. Interval data, such as heights, weights, and incomes, are also referred to as quantitative or numerical data. Answer T. 11. Nominal data are also called qualitative or categorical data. Answer T. 12. ADP singles rankings for tennis players is an example of an interval scale. Answer F. 13. Interval data may be treated as ordinal or nominal. Answer T. 14. Nominal data may be treated as ordinal or interval. Answer F. 15. Professor Hogg graduated from the University of Iowa with a code value equals 2, while Professor Moss graduated from Michigan State University with a code value equals 1. The scale of measurement likely represented by this information is interval. Answer: F. 16. Ordinal data may be treated as interval but not as nominal. Answer: F. 17. The variable is some characteristic of a population, while data are the observed values of a variable based on a sample. Answer: F. 18. An automobile insurance agent believes that Company A is more reliable than Company B. The scale of measurement that this information represents is the ordinal scale. Answer: T. Statistical concepts and applied questions. 19. The Dean of Students conducted a survey on campus. Saturday score in mathematics is an example of an underscore 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 or underscore 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 variable. Answer: quantitative, numerical. 20. Provide one example for nominal, ordinal, and interval data. Answer: nominal data example: political party affiliation for voters recorded using the code 1 equals Democrat, 2 equals Republican, and 3 equals Independent. Ordinal data example: response to market research survey measured on the Likert scale using the code 1 equals strongly agree, 2 equals agree, 3 equals neutral, 4 equals disagree, and 5 equals strongly disagree. Interval data example: temperature in tennis courts during the U.S. Open. 21. The Dean of Students conducted a survey on campus. The gender of the student is an example of an underscore 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 or underscore 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 variable. Answer: categorical, qualitative. 22. For each of the following examples, identify the data type as nominal, ordinal, or interval. The letter grades received by students in a computer science class. The number of students in a statistics course. The starting salaries of newly Ph.D. graduates from a statistics program. The size of fries: small, medium, large, ordered by a sample of Burger King customers. The college you are enrolled in: arts and science, business, education, etc. Answer: ordinal, interval, interval, ordinal, nominal. 23. The Dean of Students conducted a survey on campus. Class designation: freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior is an example of an underscore 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 or underscore 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 variable. Answer: categorical, qualitative. 24. Most colleges admit students based on their achievements in a number of different areas. The grade obtained in senior level English course A, B, C, D, or F is an example of an underscore 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 or underscore 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 variable. Answer: categorical, qualitative. 25. At the end of an escorted motor coach vacation, the tour operator asks the vacationers to respond to the questions listed below. For each question, determine whether the possible responses are interval, nominal, or ordinal. How many escorted vacations have you taken prior to this one? Do you feel that the stay in New York was sufficiently long? Which of the following features of the hotel in New York did you find most attractive? Location, facilities, room size, or price? What is the maximum number of hours per day that you would like to spend traveling? Would your overall rating of this tour be excellent, good, fair, or poor? Answer: interval, nominal, nominal, interval, ordinal. 26. For each of the following, indicate whether the variable of interest would be nominal or interval. Whether you are a U.S. citizen, your marital status, number of cars in the parking lot, amount of time you spend per week on your homework, Lily's travel time from her dorm to the student union at the University of Iowa, Heidi's favorite brand of tennis balls. Answer: nominal, nominal, interval, 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 nominal. 27. In purchasing a used automobile, there are a number of variables to consider. The age of the car is an example of an underscore 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 or underscore 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 variable. Answer: quantitative, numerical. 28. In purchasing an automobile, there are a number of variables to consider. The body style of the car, sedan, coupe, wagon, etc. is an example of an underscore 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 or underscore 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 variable. Answer: categorical, qualitative. 29. Before leaving a particular restaurant, customers are asked to respond to the questions listed below. For each question, determine whether the possible responses are interval, nominal, or ordinal. What is the approximate distance of the restaurant from your residence? Have you eaten at the restaurant previously? On how many occasions have you eaten at the restaurant previously? Which of the following attributes of the restaurant do you find most attractive? Service, prices, quality of the food, or varied menu? Would your overall rating of the restaurant be excellent, good, fair, or poor? Answer: interval, nominal, interval, nominal, ordinal. Section 2. Multiple choice questions. In the following multiple choice questions, please circle the correct answer. 30. The best type of chart for comparing two sets of categorical data is a line chart, pie chart, histogram, bar chart. Answer: D. 31. Which of the following statements about pie charts is false? Pie charts are graphical representations of the relative frequency distribution. Pie charts are usually used to display the relative sizes of categories for interval data. Pie charts always have the shape of a circle. Area of each slice of a pie chart is the proportion of the corresponding category of the frequency distribution of a categorical variable. Answer: B. 32. The two graphical techniques we usually use to present nominal data are bar chart and histogram, pie chart and ogive, bar chart and pie chart, histogram and ogive. Answer: C. 33. Which of the following statements is false? The bar chart is similar to a histogram. The pie chart is a circle subdivided into slices whose areas are proportional to the frequencies. Pie charts emphasize the frequency of occurrences of each category in a frequency distribution. None of the above. Answer: C. 34. Which of the following statements is true? Bar charts focus the attention on the frequency of the occurrences of the categories. The bar chart is created by drawing a rectangle representing each category. The height of each rectangle in a bar chart represents the frequency for a particular category. All of the above. Answer: D. True/false questions. 35. The bar chart is used to represent interval data. Answer: F. 36. One of the advantages of a pie chart is that it clearly shows that the total of all the categories of the pie adds to 100%. Answer: T. 37. The bar chart is preferred to the pie chart, because the human eye can more accurately judge length comparisons against a fixed scale as in a bar chart than angular measures as in a pie chart. Answer: T. 38. Bar and pie charts are graphical techniques for nominal data. The former focus the attention on the frequency of the occurrences of the categories, and the later emphasize the proportion of occurrences of each category. Answer: T. 39. Bar and pie charts are two graphical techniques that can be used to represent nominal data. Answer: T. 40. The bar chart is similar to a histogram in the sense that the bases of the rectangles are arbitrary intervals whose centers are the midpoints of the intervals. Answer: F. 41. If we wish to emphasize the relative frequencies for nominal data, we draw a histogram instead of drawing the bar chart. Answer: F. 42. Pie and bar charts are used widely in newspapers, magazines, and business and government reports. Answer: T. 43. The size of each slice in a pie chart is proportional to the percentage corresponding to that category. Answer: T. 44. A category that contains 30% of the observations is represented by a slice of a pie chart that contains 100 degrees. Answer: F. Statistical concepts and applied questions. 45. Identify the type of data for which each of the following graphs is appropriate. Pie chart. Bar chart. Answer. Nominal. Nominal. 46. Voters participating in a recent election exit poll in Minnesota were asked to state their political party affiliation. Coding the data 1 for Republican, 2 for Democrat, and 3 for Independent. The data collected were as follows: 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, and 3. Construct a frequency bar graph. Answer. For questions 47 and 48, use the following narrative. Narrative. Car dealers. Car buyers were asked to indicate the car dealer they believed offered the best overall service. The four choices were Carriage Motors C, Marco Chrysler M, Triangle Auto T, and University Chevrolet U. The following data were obtained: TCCCU CMTCU, UMCMT CMMCM, TCCTU MMCCT, TUCU TMMCUT. 47. Car dealers narrative. Construct a frequency bar chart. Answer. 48. Car dealers narrative. Construct a pie chart. Which car dealer offered the best overall service? Answer. It seems that Carriage Motors offered the best overall service. 49. Given the following 5 categories and the number of times each occurs, draw a pie chart and a bar chart. Categories: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Frequency: 15, 30, 40, 25, 20. Answer. For questions 50 and 51, use the following narrative. Narrative. Business school graduates. The frequency distribution for a sample of 200 business school graduates is shown in the following table. Major of graduates. Number of graduates. Accounting: 58. Finance: 42. Management: 38. Marketing: 52. Other: 10. 50. Business school graduates narrative. Draw a pie chart of the number of graduates. Answer. 51. Business school graduates narrative. Draw a frequency bar chart. Answer. Section 3. Multiple choice questions. In the following multiple choice questions, please circle the correct answer. 52. The most appropriate type of chart for determining the number of observations at or below a specific value is the histogram, the pie chart, the time series chart, accumulated frequency ogive. Answer. D. 53. In general, incomes of employees in large firms tend to be positively skewed, negatively skewed, symmetric, all of the above. Answer. A. 54. The total area of the bars in a relative frequency histogram depends on the sample size, depends on the number of bars, depends on the width of each bar, depends on the height of each bar. Answer. C. 55. Which of the following statements is false? A frequency distribution counts the number of observations that fall into each of a series on intervals, called classes that covered a complete range of observations. The intervals in a frequency distribution may overlap to ensure that each observation is assigned to an interval. Although the frequency distribution provides information about how the numbers in the data set are distributed, the information is more easily understood and imparted by drawing a histogram. The number of class intervals we select in a frequency distribution depends entirely on the number of observations in the data set. Answer. B. 56. The total area of the 5 bars in a relative frequency histogram for which the width of each bar is 4 units is 5, 4, 9, 1. Answer. B. 57. The relative frequency of a class is computed by dividing the frequency of the class by the number of classes, dividing the frequency of the class by the class width, dividing the frequency of the class by the total number of observations in the data set, subtracting the lower limit of the class from the upper limit and multiplying the difference by the number of classes. Answer. C. 58. A modal class is the class that includes the largest number of observations, the smallest number of observations, The largest observation in the dataset. The smallest observation in the dataset. Answer A. 59. The sum of the relative frequencies for all classes will always equal the number of classes, the class widths, the total number of observations in the data set. 1. Answer D. 60. When ogives or histograms are constructed, which axis must show the true zero or origin? The horizontal axis. The vertical axis. Both the horizontal and vertical axes. Neither the horizontal nor the vertical axis. Answer B. 61. The width of each bar in a histogram corresponds to the differences between the lower and upper limits of the class. Number of observations in each class. Midpoint of each class. Frequency of observations in each class. Answer A. 62. The most important and commonly graphical presentation of interval data is a bar chart, histogram, pie chart. Cumulative frequency distribution. Answer B. 63. According to Sturge's rule, the ideal number of class intervals in a frequency distribution of n equals 150 data equals about 8, 15, 20, 28. Answer A. 64. According to Sturge's rule, the ideal number of class intervals in a frequency distribution equals 5, 15, 3.3 plus log n where n is the size of the dataset. 1 plus 3.3 log n where n is the size of the dataset. Answer D. 65. How many classes should a histogram contain if the number of observations is 250, 5, 6, or 7, 7, 8, or 9, 9 or 10, 10 or 11? Answer C. 66. How many classes should a frequency distribution contain if the number of observations is 45, 5, 6, or 7, 7, 8, or 9, 9 or 10, 10 or 11? Answer A. 67. Sturge's formula recommends that the number of class intervals to construct a frequency distribution or draw a histogram using a dataset with n observations is determined by log n, 3.3 log n, 1 plus 3.3 log n, 2, 3.3 log n. Answer C. 68. Which of the following statements about number of modal classes is false? The unimodal histogram is one with a single peak. The bimodal histogram is one with two peaks, not necessarily equal in height. The bimodal histogram is one with two peaks equal in height. None of the above. Answer C. 69. Which of the following statements about shapes of histograms is true? The histogram is said to be symmetric if, when we draw a vertical line down the center of the histogram, the two sides are identical in shape and size. A positively skewed histogram is one with a long tail extending to the right. A negatively skewed histogram is one with a long tail extending to the left. All of the above. Answer D. True/false questions. 70. The relative frequency distribution describes the proportion of data values that fall within each class, and may be presented in a histogram form. Answer T. 71. The relative frequency distribution describes the proportion of data values that fall within each category. Answer T. 72. The stem and leaf display reveals far more information relative to individual values than does the histogram. Answer F. 73. Individual observations within each class may be found in a frequency distribution. Answer F. 74. The following stem and leaf output has been generated by statistical software. The median of this data is 26. Stem and leaf of C to N equals 75. Leaf unit equals 10. 9000011 to 333. 14,056,899. 21,100,001 to 3. 26,166,699. 33 to 3,334,445, 8 to 66,677,888, 34 3,002,344, 27 356,669,999, 19 4,0,001 to 2233, 10 for 5,556,667,799. Answer, F. 75. Accumulated frequency distribution lists the number of observations that are within or below each of the classes. Answer, T. 76. The following stem and leaf output has been generated by statistical software. This data has a negative mode. Stem and leaf of phi to n equals 75. Leaf unit equals 0.01. 1 negative to 6. 2 negative to 0. 5 negative 1 555. 8 negative 1 420. 22 negative 099,999,887,777,665. 36 negative 044,322,111,111,000. 14 001122233333344. 25 066,678,889,999. 14 10022222334. For 156. 2203. Answer, T. 77. Compared to the frequency distribution, the stem and leaf display provides more details, since it can describe the individual data values as well as show how many are in each group, or stem. Answer, T. 78. The histogram represents nominal data. Answer, F. 79. In the term frequency distribution, frequency refers to the number of data values falling within each class. Answer, T. 80. The class interval in a frequency distribution is the number of data values falling within each class. Answer, F. 81. The largest value in a set of data is 140, and the lowest value is 70. If the resulting frequency distribution is to have 5 classes of equal widths, the class width will be 14. Answer, T. 82. The stem and leaf display describes 2-digit integers between 20 and 70. For one of the classes displayed, the row appears as 4 vertical line 256. The numerical values being described are 24, 54, and 64. Answer, F. 83. The following character histogram has been generated by statistical software. The median class is 150. Histogram of C1n equals 75. Midpoint count, negative 151 asterisk. Negative 101 asterisk. Negative 53 asterisk asterisk asterisk. 0 to asterisk asterisk. 57 asterisk 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 asterisk. 112 asterisk 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 asterisk. 150 asterisk 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 asterisk. 220 asterisk 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 asterisk. 255 asterisk 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 asterisk. 305 asterisk 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 asterisk. 351 asterisk. Answer, T. 84. The following stem and leaf output has been generated by statistical software. This dataset has a mean that is negative, and there is no modal class. Stem and leaf of phi to n equals 10. Leaf unit equals 0.10. 2, 153. 4, 097. 2065. 403. 306. 213. 118. Answer, T. 85. A frequency distribution is a listing of the individual observations arranged in ascending or descending order. Answer, F. 86. When a distribution has more values to the left and tails to the right, it is skewed negatively. Answer, F. 87. The histogram is said to be symmetric if, when we draw a vertical line down the center of the histogram, the two sides are identical in shape and size. Answer, T. 88. A skewed histogram is one with a long tail extending either to the right or left. The former is called negatively skewed, and the later is called positively skewed. Answer, F. 89. A bimodal histogram is one with two or more peaks equal in height. Answer, F. 90. A cumulative frequency distribution when presented in graphic form is called an ogive. Answer, T. 91. When a distribution has more values to the right and tails to the left, we say it is skewed positively. Answer, F. 92. The sum of relative frequencies in a distribution always equals 1. Answer, T. 93. The stem and leaf display is often superior to the frequency distribution in that it maintains the original values for the further analysis. Answer, T. 94. The sum of cumulative frequencies in a distribution always equals 1. Answer, F. 95. If the values of the 6th and 7th class in a cumulative frequency distribution are the same, we know that there are no observations in the 7th class. Answer, T. 96. The larger the number of observations in a numerical data set, the larger the number of class intervals needed for a frequency distribution. Answer, T. 97. The original data values cannot be assessed once they are grouped into a frequency distribution. Answer, T. 98. The research analyst was directed to arrange raw data collected on the yield of wheat, ranging from 40 to 90 bushels per acre, in a frequency distribution. He should choose 40 as the class interval width. Answer, F. 99. The relative frequency of a class is the frequency of that class divided by the total number of classes. Answer, F. 100. Ogives are plotted at the midpoints of the class intervals. Answer, F. 101. Sturgis' formula recommends that the number of class intervals needed to draw a histogram using a dataset with 200 observations is 12.79, which we round to 13. Answer, F. 102. A modal class is the class with the largest number of observations. Answer, T. 103. Incomes of employees in large firms tend to be negatively skewed, because there is a large number of relatively low-paid workers and a small number of well-paid executives. Answer, F. 104. The time taken by students to write exams is frequently positively skewed because few students hand in their exams early. Most prefer to reread their papers and hand them in near the end of the scheduled test period. Answer, F. 105. A frequency distribution counts the number of observations that fall into each of a series of intervals, called classes that cover the range of observations. Answer, T. 106. One of the drawbacks of the histogram is that we lose potentially useful information by classifying the observations and sacrificing whatever information was contained in the actual observations. Answer, T. 107. The histogram is usually preferred over the stem and leaf display. Answer, F. 108. The stem and leaf display's advantage over the histogram is that we can see the actual observations rather than observations classified into different classes. Answer, T. Statistical concepts and applied questions. 109. Identify the type of data for which a histogram is appropriate. Answer, interval. 110. The total area under a relative frequency histogram for which the width of each class is 10 units is underscore. Answer, 10. 111. Voters participating in a recent election exit poll in Minnesota were asked to state their political party affiliation. Coding the data 1 for Republican, 2 for Democrat, and 3 for Independent. The data collected were as follows: 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, and 3. Develop a frequency distribution and a proportion distribution for the data. What does the data suggest about the strength of the political parties in Minnesota? Answer: party frequency. Proportion: Republican 8, 0.32, Democrat 6, 0.24, Independent 11, 0.44. Independent in Minnesota is stronger than Republican and Democrat parties. For questions 112 through 118, use the following narrative. Narrative: Salesperson's ages. The ages of a sample of 25 salespersons are as follows: 47, 21, 37, 53, 28, 40, 30, 32, 34, 26, 34, 24, 24, 35, 45, 38, 35, 28, 43, 45, 30, 45, 31, 41, 56, 112. Salesperson's ages narrative. Draw a histogram with 4 classes. Answer: 113. Salesperson's ages narrative. Draw a histogram with 6 classes. Answer: 114. Salesperson's ages narrative. Draw a stem and leaf display. Answer: stem, leaf. 2, 1 4 4 6 8 8, 3, 0 0 1 2 4 4 5 5 7 8, 4, 0 1 3 5 5 5 7, 5, 3 6. 115. Salesperson's ages narrative. Construct an ogive for the data. Answer: 116. Salesperson's ages narrative. Estimate the proportion of salespersons who are less than 30 years of age. Answer: 0.24. 117. Salesperson's ages narrative. Estimate the proportion of salespersons who are more than 40 years of age. Answer: 1 to 0.64 equals 0.36. 118. Salesperson's ages narrative. Estimate the proportion of salespersons who are between 40 and 50 years of age. Answer: 0.92. 0.64 equals 0.28. For questions 119 through 121, use the following narrative. Narrative: defective items. The number of defective items produced by a machine and recorded for the last 25 days are as follows: 19, 6, 15, 20, 17, 16, 17, 12, 15, 29, 23, 17, 7, 10, 14, 14, 27, 22, 8, 5, 23, 19, 9, 28, and 5. 119. Defective items narrative. What is the relationship between the total area under the histogram you have constructed and the relative frequencies of observations? Answer: class limits, frequency, relative frequency, 5 up to 10 asterisk, 6, 0.24, 10 up to 15, 4, 0.16, 15 up to 20, 8, 0.32, 20 up to 25, 4, 0.16, 25 up to 30, 3, 0.12, total, 25, 1.00, asterisk. Class contains observations up to but not including 10. The other classes are defined. Similarly, this notion is used throughout the chapter. 120. Defective items narrative. Construct a relative frequency histogram for these data. Answer: note that the numbers that appear along the horizontal axis represent the upper limits of the class intervals even though they appear in the center of the classes. 121. Defective items narrative. Construct a frequency distribution and relative frequency distribution for these data. Use 5 class intervals, with the lower boundary of the first class being 5 items. Answer: note that the area under the histogram between 2 values is 5 times the relative frequency of observations that fall between those 2 values, since 5 is the width of each class. Hence, the total area under the histogram is therefore equal to 5. For questions 122 through 129, use the following narrative. Narrative: exam grades. The grades on a calculus exam for a sample of 40 students are as follows: 63, 74, 42, 65, 51, 54, 36, 56, 68, 57, 60 to 64, 76, 67, 79, 61, 81, 77, 59, 38, 84, 68, 71, 94, 71, 86, 69, 75, 91, 55, 48, 82, 83, 54, 79, 60 to 68, 58, 41, 47, 122. Exam grades narrative. Construct a stem and leaf display for these data. Answer: stem, leaf, 3, 68, 4, 1278, 5, 14,456,789, 6, 12,234,578,889, 7, 11,456,799. 8. 12,346. 9. 14. 123. Exam grades narrative construct a frequency distribution and relative frequency distribution for these data, using 7 class intervals. Answer. Class limits. Frequency. Relative frequency. 30 up to 40. 2. 0.050. 40 up to 50. 4. 0.100. 50 up to 60. 8. 0.200. 60 up to 70. 11. 0.275. 70 up to 80. 8. 0.200. 80 up to 90. 5. 0.125. 90 up to 100. 2. 0.050. Total. 40. 1.00. 124. Exam grade narrative construct a relative frequency histogram for these data. Answer. 125. Exam grades narrative describe briefly what the histogram and the stem and leaf display tell you about the data. Answer. The distribution of the data is symmetrical and bell-shaped, with 67.5% of the observations between 50 and 80. 126. Exam grades narrative construct a cumulative frequency and cumulative relative frequency distribution. Answer. Classes. Cumulative frequency. Cumulative relative frequency. Up to 40. 2. 0.050. Up to 50. 6. 0.150. Up to 60. 14. 0.350. Up to 70. 25. 0.625. Up to 80. 33. 0.825. Up to 90. 38. 0.950. Up to 100. 40. 1.00. 127. Exam grades narrative what proportion of the grades is less than 60? Answer. 0.35. 128. Exam grades narrative what proportion of the grades is more than 70? Answer. 1. 0.625 equals 0.375. 129. Exam grades narrative construct an ogive, and estimate the proportion of grades that are between 80 and 90. Answer. The proportion of grades that are between 80 and 90 equals 0.95, 0.825 equals 0.125. 130. Car buyers were asked to indicate the car dealer they believed offered the best overall service. The 4 choices were A, B, C, and D as shown below. A C C C D C B C D, D B C B C B B C B, a C C A D B B C C A D C D T B B C D A. Construct a frequency distribution and proportion distribution. Answer. Dealer. Frequency. Proportion. 8. 9. 0.225. B. 10. 0.250. C. 14. 0.350. D. 7. 0.175. 131. The grocery store's monthly sales in thousands of dollars for the last year were as follows. Month. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Sales. 78. 74. 83. 87. 85. 93. 100. 105. 103. 89. 78. 94. Construct a relative frequency bar chart for these data. Answer. 132. Consider the following cumulative frequency distribution. Classes limits. Cumulative frequency. Up to 5. 8. Up to 10. 15. Up to 15. 21. Up to 20. 30. Up to 25. 42. Find the frequency for each of the following classes. 0 up to 5. 5 up to 10. 10 up to 15. 15 up to 20. 20 up to 25. Answer. 8. 7. 6. 9. 12. 133. The frequency distribution for a sample of 200 business school graduates is shown in the following table. Major of graduates. Number of graduates. Accounting, 58. Finance, 42. Management, 38. Marketing, 52. Other, 10. Construct a relative frequency distribution. Answer. Major of graduates. Proportion of graduates. Accounting, 0.29. Finance, 0.21. Management, 0.19. Marketing, 0.26. Other, 0.05. Total, 1.00. For questions 134 through 137, use a following narrative. Narrative, weights of workers. The weights in pounds of a sample of 25 workers are given: 164, 148, 137, 157, 173, 156, 177, 172, 169, 165, 145, 168, 163, 162, 174, 152, 156, 168, 154, 151, 174, 146, 134, 140, and 171. 134. Weights of workers. Narrative construct an ogive for the data. Answer. 135. Weights of workers. Narrative. What proportion of the total area under the ogive curve falls between 160 and 180? Answer. 1. 0.48 equals 0.52. 136. Weights of workers. Narrative. What proportion of the total area under the ogive curve falls below or equal to 150? Answer. 0.24. 137. Weights of workers. Narrative. What proportion of the total area under the ogive curve falls above or equal to 140? Answer. 1. 0.08 equals 0.92. For questions 138 through 142, use a following narrative. Narrative, years of service. The frequency distribution of the number of years of service for 100 employees is shown below. Years. Frequency. 0 up to 5, 12, 5 up to 10, 16, 10 up to 15, 42, 15 up to 20, 20, 20 up to 25, 10. Total, 100, 138. Years of service. Narrative. Construct a relative frequency distribution for the data. Answer. Years. Relative frequency. 0 up to 5, 0.12, 5 up to 10, 0.16, 10 up to 15, 0.42, 15 up to 20, 0.20, 20 up to 25, 0.10. Total, 1.00. 139. Years of service. Narrative. Construct a cumulative relative frequency distribution for the data. Answer. Years. Cumulative relative frequency. Up to 5, 0.12, up to 10, 0.28, up to 15, 0.70, up to 20, 0.90, up to 25, 1.00. 140. Years of service. Narrative. The proportion of employees who have less than 10 years of service is underscore 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 underscore. Answer. 0.28. 141. Years of service. Narrative. The proportion of employees who have more than 20 years of service is underscore 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 underscore. Answer. 1. 0.90 equals 0.10. 142. Years of service. Narrative. The proportion of employees who have between 10 and 20 years of service is underscore 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 underscore. Answer. 0.90. 0.28 equals 0.62. For questions 143 and 144, use the following narrative. Narrative. Insurance company. An insurance company evaluates many numerical variables about a person before deciding on an appropriate rate for automobile insurance. A representative from a local insurance agency selected a random sample of insured drivers and recorded the number of claims made in the last 3 years, with the following results. Number of claims: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Frequency: 10, 18, 16, 12, 3, 1, 143. Insurance company narrative: how many drivers are represented in the sample? Answer: 60, 144. Insurance company narrative: how many total claims are represented in the sample? Answer: 103. For QEUS IONs 145 and 146. Use of following narrative. Narrative: computer company. At a meeting of regional offices managers of the National Computer Company, a survey was taken to determine the number of employees the regional managers supervise in the operation of their departments, as shown below. Number of employees: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Frequency: 7, 11, 14, 8, 10, 145. Computer company narrative: how many regional offices are represented in the survey results? Answer: 50, 146. Computer company narrative: across all of the regional offices, how many total employees were supervised by those surveyed? Answer: 153. For questions 147 through 150, use of following narrative. Narrative: online classes. A survey was conducted to determine how students rated the quality of online classes. Students were asked to rate the overall quality from 0 no quality at all to 100 extremely good quality. The stem and leaf display of the data is shown below. Stem leaves: 315, 401 4578889, 5013 4677, 624568, 729, 895, 147. Online classes narrative: what percentage of the students rated overall quality of online classes with a rating of 70 or above? Answer: 12%. 148. Online classes narrative: what percentage of the students rated overall quality of online classes with a rating of 60 or below? Answer: 68%. 149. Online classes narrative: what percentage of the students rated overall quality of online classes with a rating between 50 and 75, inclusive? Answer: 52%. 150. Online classes narrative: what percentage of the students rated overall quality of online classes with a rating below 40? Answer: 8%. 151. The underscore is a vertical bar chart in which the rectangular bars are constructed at the lower and upper limits of each class interval. Answer: histogram. 152. It is desirable that the width of each class grouping or interval in a frequency distribution be Answer: same or equal. 153. The is a summary table in which numerical data are tallied into class intervals or categories. Answer: frequency distribution. Sections 4, 5. Multiple choice questions. In the following multiple choice question, please circle the correct answer. 154. The relationship between two interval variables is graphically displayed by a scatter diagram, histogram, bar chart, pie chart. Answer: A. 155. When studying the simultaneous responses to two categorical questions, we should develop a contingency table, frequency distribution table, cumulative percentage distribution table, histogram. Answer: A. 156. In general, the scatter diagram of two interval variables may reveal that there is a positive linear relationship, there is a negative linear relationship, there is no relationship at all, or the relationship may be nonlinear. All of the above are true statements. Answer: D. 157. In order to draw a scatter diagram, We need interval data for 1 variable, 2 variables, 3 variables, 4 variables. Answer B. 158. A contingency table is also called a cross-classification table, a cross-tabulation table. Both A and B are true. Neither A nor B is true. Answer C. 159. In a contingency table, the number of rows and columns must always be the same. Must always be 3. Must add to 100. None of the above. Answer D. 160. Which of the following statements is false? Techniques applied to single datasets are called univariate. There are many situations where we wish to graphically depict the relationship between variables. In such cases multivariate methods are required. The technique used to describe the relationship between two interval variables is called the scatter diagram. None of the above. Answer B. 161. Which of the following statements is false? In applications where one variable depends to some degree on the other variable, we label the dependent variable y and the other, called the response variable x. To determine the strength of the linear relationship between two variables, we draw a straight line through the points in such a way that the line represents the relationship. If most of the points in a scatter diagram appear to be scattered randomly with only a semblance of a straight line, there is no, or at best, a weak, linear relationship. If, in general, when one variable increases, so does the other, we say that there is a positive linear relationship. Answer A. True/false questions. 162. The graphical technique used to describe the relationship between two interval variables is the scatter diagram. Answer T. 163. Line charts can be used to graphically depict ordinal and interval data, but not nominal data. Answer F. 164. Time series data are often graphically depicted on a line chart, which is a plot of the variable of interest over time. Answer T. 165. The line chart is created by plotting the value of the variable on the vertical axis and the time periods on the horizontal axis. Answer T. 166. In order to describe how two variables are related, the two most important characteristics revealed by the scatter diagram are the strength and direction of the relationship. Answer T. 167. Cross-sectional data are often graphically depicted on a line chart, which is a plot of the variable over time. Answer F. 168. Techniques applied to single datasets are called univariate. Answer T. 169. If we draw a straight line through the points in a scatter diagram and most of the points fall close to the line, we say that there is a positive linear relationship between the two variables. Answer F. 170. Data can be classified according to whether the observations are measured at the same time or whether they represent measurements at successive points in time. The former are called cross-sectional data and the latter, time series data. Answer T. 171. When two variables are linearly related, and tend to move in opposite directions, we describe the nature of their association as a positive linear relationship. Answer F. Statistical concepts and applied questions. 172. To evaluate two categorical variables at the same time, the underscore 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 also called underscore 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 or underscore 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 should be developed. Answer. Contingency table, cross-classification table, cross-tabulation table. 173. Data can be classified according to whether the observations are measured at the same time or whether they represent measurements at successive points in time. The former are called underscore 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 underscore, and the latter, underscore 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 underscore. Answer. Cross-sectional data, time series data. 174. A professor of economics wants to study the relationship between income and education. The sample of 10 individuals is selected at random, and their income in thousands of dollars and education in years are shown below. Education. 12, 14, 10, 11, 13, 8, 10, 15, 13, 12. Income 25, 31, 20, 24, 28, 15, 21, 35, 29, 27. Draw a scatter diagram for these data with the income on the vertical axis. Describe the relationship between income and education. Answer. A. B. There is a very strong positive linear relationship between education and income. As years of education increase, there is a definite tendency for income to linearly increase. 175. The number of houses sold in Grand Rapids and the average monthly mortgage rates for 18 months randomly selected between January 1997 and April 1999 are shown in the following table. Mortgage rate percent. Number of houses sold. Mortgage rate percent. Number of houses sold. 7.5, 90, 9.5, 68, 9.0, 72, 6.5, 97, 7.0, 89, 8.0, 79, 10.5, 62, 9.0, 75, 10.0, 58, 10.5, 53, 9.5, 70, 9.5, 73, 8.5, 74, 11.0, 50, 10.0, 65, 7.5, 82, 11.0, 51, 8.5, 70. Draw a scatter diagram with the number of houses sold on the vertical axis. Describe the relationship between mortgage rate and number of houses sold. Answer. A. B. There is a strong linear relationship between the mortgage rate and the number of houses sold. 176. The grocery store's monthly sales in thousands of dollars for the last year were as follows. Month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sales 78, 74, 83, 87, 85, 93, 100, 105, 103, 89, 78, 94. Construct a line chart for these data. Answer. 177. The underscore is a graphical display consisting of a scatter of dots, with each dot representing one observation about a variable measured along the horizontal axis, and another observation about a different variable measured along the vertical axis. Answer. Scatter diagram. 178. Briefly discuss the difference between cross-sectional data and time series data. Answer. Data can be classified according to whether the observations are measured at the same time or whether they represent measurements at successive points in time. The former are called cross-sectional data and the later, time series data. For questions 179 through 185 use the following narrative. Narrative, bar hopping. The sample of 200 students at Ohio State University was taken after the midterm to ask them whether they went bar hopping the weekend before the midterm or spent the weekend studying, and whether they did well or poorly on the midterm. The following table contains the results. Did well in midterm. Did poorly in midterm. Studying for exam. 90. 10. Went bar hopping. 20. 80. 179. Bar hopping narrative of those who went bar hopping the weekend before the midterm in the sample. What percentage of them did well on the midterm? Answer. 30%. 180. Bar hopping narrative of those who did well on the midterm in the sample. What percentage of them went bar hopping the weekend before the midterm? Answer. 22.22%. 181. Bar hopping narrative. What percentage of the students in the sample went bar hopping the weekend before the midterm and did well on the midterm? Answer. 10%. 182. Bar hopping narrative. What percentage of the students in the sample spent the weekend studying and did well on the midterm? Answer. 45%. 183. Bar hopping narrative. If the sample is a good representation of the population, what percentage of the students in the population can we expect to spend the weekend studying and do poorly? Answer: 5%. 184. Bar hopping narrative. If the sample is a good representation of the population, what percentage of those who spend the weekend studying can we expect to do poorly on the midterm? Answer: 10%. 185. Bar hopping narrative. If the sample is a good representation of the population, what percentage of those who did poorly on the midterm can we expect to have spent the weekend studying? Answer: 11.11%.